Today's soldiers and Marines are the best educated and most highly trained military force that has ever existed. Their mission, to guard our country and its values against the growing threat of Islamic terrorism, exposes most of them to IEDs, mortar fire, rocket-propelled grenades, and other explosives. These weapons and devices all produce the phenomenon we refer to as blast. As we care for our returning soldiers and Marines, are we recognizing blast injuries? Do we notice the burn on the forearm? Have we asked about the ring in the ears, the recent forgetfulness, or the constant headache? We are just beginning to learn about the blast injuries, the signature wound of this war. We are going to take a look at some of those injuries through the eyes of those impacted, our soldiers and Marines.
I just know that something was going on around 10 o'clock at night. We went out and an IED went off.
Right. And were you in a vehicle at that time, do you think? And where did you serve in the vehicle? You a driver or passenger? Or?
I was a gunner on top of the Humvee.
What I remember was just there was a loud, boom. Everything went black. The next thing I realized was the smell, and my ears were just ringing, and couldn't hear anything. Blew the headset right off my head. It's
a sudden, it's like a speaker going doom, and as soon as it hits like that, that's when the blast just hits you. So it sounds like a 203 round going off.
A suicide VBIED hit an approaching convoy, and the blast was so strong that apparently I was the closest one to that, and about 150 meters, and still received that amount of shock.
The driver asked me, how things looking, and I said pretty good.
Pretty good.
And we backed up there a bunch of times before, and it just got us, and it blew the floorboards up, got the gas tank going, so we were on fire immediately, within seconds.
We had stopped before the blast occurred, and we had to adjust something on another vehicle. Got back in the vehicle, and the last thing I remember doing, honestly, is strapping in. And then we started driving, and the next thing I know, it's dark, and I can't hardly breathe, and I'm laying sideways, and I'm hanging in the harness of my seatbelt.